Good morning. It's about 7:30. So perimenopause, man, I'm already getting sick of saying that word. But perimenopause is a real pain in the ass. And it just comes in and it screws everything up. So being that I am ADHD, I struggle with some of those symptoms, and my practice in grounding and my practices with yoga, meditation, nature immersion, exercise, breath work, all of that is very, very helpful for that. But then now I am thickly layered with this whole perimenopause shit, and it's very frustrating. And the thing that's really hard and weird about it is I know it's happening when it's happening, but I can't stop it. It's like a train wreck that you see happening, and you see that they're gonna get the train's gonna get derailed, but there's not a whole lot you can do to stop it. Not unless I just like run out of the house like a crazy person and, find a tree and hug it real quick and just do some breathing, which I've kind of done before. So the situation was super simple. I woke up this morning, I looked at my calendar because my insides were feeling weird, and I was ovulating. Okay. So I knew that I was already going to be dealing with a fluctuation in hormones. I felt it in my loins. Usually I feel it for about an hour before it stops. I know, weird. And that means I've got 15 days before my cycle. So here comes, at this point, the tanking of what? Of estrogen? Or progesterone? Progesterone tanks. Ooh, this is really cute. Gotta love a beautiful oyster. Okay, so anyways, I'm not gonna pick that because I already have a good amount of them. So I already woke up and started my day knowing that I was gonna be in a deficit. But it wasn't bad. And then all of a sudden I heard, God damn it, from the kitchen, from the main room. And I knew exactly what it was, because last night we used up all the milk for a very New Orleans Cajun style salmon that I made. And I was going to remember to go and get some more down at the Quick Stop down there, but I didn't. And so Matt didn't have milk for his cereal this morning. And he's not the kind of guy that's just going to get pissed at me about that. But it was a bummer for him. And so me trying to make everything okay, I kind of run out and I go, what can I do? Can I make you an egg sandwich? Like, what about some yogurt and some granola or whatever? Because he's a cereal guy. Oh, but that's his thing. And he's like, okay, well, how about some yogurt and granola? And, some of you might come on and be like, why can't he get his own goddamn yogurt and granola? Sure. There might have been a bitchy part of me that thought that. But at this point, I was like, no, I really inconvenienced and threw out his morning. He doesn't know where the granola is kept because he doesn't eat it. It's not a big deal. But then the guilt set in. And I felt so bad that I let him down. And I screwed up his morning. I didn't really screw up his morning, but inside my brain, inside my head, I failed as a wife, and I was completely inadequate. And thankfully, by the time he left for work, he saw that and he hugged me. He goes, it's okay. Like, it will be okay. I was at that point very misty-eyed. I didn't quite cry, but damned, I didn't feel like crying. And man, so I I sat down and I started putting my shoes on so I could go for my walk. And Cassie, come back here. And I decided as I sat there to jump on Facebook to go look at one of the content people that I follow, because they're very relatable and it makes me feel a little bit better. But I was still so very sad. I put on my shoes, I watched a couple of the videos and said, okay, it's time for me to get up and go for my walk. And it took me all of maybe 10 minutes walking out here, listening to the birds, listening to the rustling. It's cold, so, my senses are already peaked. And I'm not grounding. I am not barefoot because it's too freaking cold to be doing that. But I instantly am feeling better. I'm instantly feeling like I'm able to regulate my emotions. So, but before that, I was just in this super depressed state, and it was pretty sad and pathetic. So the reason that I want to share that, and I think maybe I'm going to continue to share these things, is because I need support. I need support. I have my modalities. I have my grounding. I have my ability to get out into nature. But I need to feel just like I think a lot of women do. I need to feel like I'm not doing this by myself. Like I am not alone in this entire ridiculous, stupid fucking process of hormone imbalancing. And then, of course, having to deal with an ADHD mind. And it just feeling as if I'm going crazy, but knowing I'm not going crazy. I had a very profound understanding and realization about a week ago regarding my mom. And I'll save that for a different time. But she didn't have support. She didn't even know what the hell was going on with her. So she thought she was going crazy. So, yeah. So I thought, well, maybe I put together like a local support group where we get together once a month and we just share what we're going through and support other women. That might be a good idea. I might need that because I don't think that there's one happening around here. And God knows I know that I need it because I don't prefer, or I don't want to take any medications. That's my preference. That's not necessarily what's going to be best for everyone. You have to make the decision for yourself. You have to consult your doctor. You have to talk to your loved ones and just kind of see what works out for you. But I personally don't want to use medications or pharmaceuticals if I can help it. So I need to come up with and be proactive in ways to be able to manage this. Because I'm not crazy. I'm just me, but on a roller coaster that's out of control. So, so if you're feeling like me and you have mornings where you just feel like you are the absolute worst wife or mother in the world because damn, you forgot to go get milk last night when you knew very well that you were out of milk and it overtakes you and you have to really like step back and go, oh, I'm not a bad mom, but I feel like a bad mom. Yeah, it's not you. It is not you. It is this perimeno-pause bullshit and potentially your ADHD neurodivergence too. So, I don't know. I don't like making videos. I don't like making content, but sometimes I think that this might be cathartic for me because then I have somebody else in the woods to talk to besides the trees. So anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. I am feeling much better. I know I'm not an awful wife. I know that I'm not a failure. I know that it's just hormones and that I needed some time to kind of move past that. And knowing that the middle part of my cycle has started now, that that has happened, I need to jump into my secondary seed cycling and my nutrition for what I do for the 15 days prior to, the cycle. So, yeah, obviously this content isn't much for men because they're going to be like, why is she talking about all this? This is weird. But I don't know. I'm going to ride this whole being able to share wave for as long as I can without feeling like letting my ADHD take me over and make me feel like I am a imposter or I'm just a wannabe. Because God, my brain does that to me too. It makes you go, you have no business making videos. Nobody wants to watch your crap. And that very well may be true. But I think maybe I need to make them just so I can talk it out. So if you're feeling crazy like me, but no, you're not, you can follow along on Facebook. I don't think I'm going to keep doing the Instagram thing unless like the world goes to shit and Instagram's the only thing that we've got. Because I don't want to really be dealing with a whole bunch of other platforms besides this and YouTube. So anyways, follow me into the forest and you can be crazy with me and help regulate yourself with me. And even if you don't, thank you for listening because it helps me regulate. So now I'm feeling a lot better. And, yeah, hopefully I can get this day going and on a lot better roll. So, okay. So you have a good day and, stay healthy.